Dear Robert, it is a pleasure to inform you that you have been admitted to the Duke University TIP Summer Studies program. The specifics about your course placement have been posted to your account in Duke TIP's student portal. To view your placement and to complete the time-sensitive...
Wait, I'm really excited about going to summer studies, but I have a lot of questions too. If only there was somebody I could reach out to.
Hi, I'm Matt Sears, Director of Educational Programs at Duke TIP. Let me see if I can help you gain some perspective on your upcoming summer studies experience. I believe it was Isaac Newton who once said, "If I have seen farther than others, it's by standing upon the shoulders of giants."
Okay, well maybe you can help me see what the actual classroom is going to be like. I'm not used to being surrounded by so many smart classmates. What am I going to get out of this?
Here, take a look for yourself. You'll see that summer studies classrooms are challenging, but they're also a lot of fun. 3 weeks at summer studies is equivalent to an entire year at regular school. You won't be graded on your work, so you'll get comfortable taking intellectual risks. You should also know that a lot of students have been able to get credit at their school for the work they do at summer studies. If you're interested in that, we recommend getting in touch with your counselor, vice principal, or registrar and explaining that you'll be enrolled in a single course for 3 weeks and that you'll be in class for 108 contact hours.
Okay, thanks. What about the residential side of things? First off, what's an RC group?
That's a good question for one of my TIP colleagues.
She looks really nice. Who's that?
Hi, Robert. My name is Paris Andrew. I believe it was also Isaac Newton who said, "For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction." At Duke TIP, we design our academic life and our residence life to play off of each other like that. You'll be getting some serious challenge in the classroom, but you'll also have some serious fun outside of the classroom. Your RC group, or your residential counselor group, will have 10 to 16 students in it. You'll do evening activities together, you'll do tip sync together, you'll eat together, you'll all share the same floor on your residence hall together. It's kind of like your nuclear family while you're at TIP. And if you're anything like our tipsters who have joined us in the past, you'll discover some amazing new lifelong friends among the other students in your RC group.
And what about residence hall rooms? Is it true that I can't hang out with my friends in my room?
That's absolutely true, yes. We like to think of your residence hall room as your sanctuary. So you're only allowed to have your assigned roommate in your room. When you want to have some quiet time, you have your room at your disposal. When you want to hang out, there are common areas in the residence hall that you can use. And while we're on the subject of roommates, I should add that you'll have the opportunity to fill out a questionnaire that we'll use to pair you with someone who has the same age and also has some of your same interests. And for any special needs that you might have, you can contact our coordinator for accommodations at accommodations@tip.duke.edu. Remember that Duke TIP may be the first time that you're exposed to people with different backgrounds, or the first time that you're finally around others who have your similar love of learning and your priorities. It's a great feeling and we don't want you to miss it. So just dive in and be yourself. At TIP, you get to figure out not just who you are, but also who else you are.
You said something about tip sync. I think I've heard of that before, but what are some of the other residential activities? When do they happen?
Tip sync is just one of the many activities that you'll fall in love with. You kind of just have to be here to experience it. There are also other traditions like the dances, Ultimate Frisbee, Spirit Week, Field Day, and even the talent show. We have lots of great traditions. That's why a lot of people say TIP isn't TIP until the first weekend. That's when all of the RC groups come together for the first campus-wide activities. And so if you're feeling homesick within those first few days, just remember the mantra, TIP isn't TIP until the very first weekend.
What about my cell phone? Can I bring it with me? And can I use it whenever I want?
You're allowed to bring your cell phone, your tablet, or your laptop, but you can only use those devices at specific times for specific purposes. We want you to be in the here and the now. You're an important part of the program, and the first step is to get the most out of it, both academically and socially, to be present. Our summer studies experience is going to be even better the more that you engage fully in the program. There's free time built into the schedule, so you'll definitely get your internet fix in. But also remember that when we say lights out, we mean it. In fact, you probably won't mind. With all that we've got going on both in and out of the classroom, you're going to want your sleep. And while we're on the subject of cell phones and laptops, I should also touch on the fact that we do have a digital citizenship policy. That means that we want you to practice etiquette and ethical behavior online at all times. This means not sharing disrespectful or inappropriate things, bullying or harassing, or visiting inappropriate websites. No violating other people's privacy or connecting with our staff via social media, or sharing our times of events for upcoming things. We want to keep you safe, remember?
Okay, next question. I'm on my swim team in my hometown, and I usually practice every morning and every evening. Will I be able to keep doing that while I'm at TIP?
We know that a lot of our students are multi-talented individuals, and they're used to balancing lots of different commitments. But at TIP, it requires your full participation. You might have many talents, but this is the place where we want you to focus on your academic abilities and passions. Duke TIP will not provide access or escort students to training facilities, but our RCs do offer morning runs for students before breakfast, and the RCs can also accompany you out into an open area within the quad where they can keep an eye on all of the students. Students can run at their own pace within this time, and they can even incorporate their own workout regimens. We ask that you don't bring large weights, but it is common for students to bring resistance bands or medicine balls. Now, if you're musically inclined, though, you can bring your favorite instrument and practice during free time. We just ask that it not be oversized out of respect for your roommate. It's common for the RCs to host jam sessions as one of the evening activity offerings. And maybe you can grace the stage for the talent show on the final night of the program.
Okay, my mom wanted me to ask this next one. How can she know that I'm going to be safe and well cared for while I'm here?
We understand that this might be your first extended time away from home. So we want to assure your family that our top priority is to provide a safe environment. TIP staff undergoes background checks and extensive training. They're really smart and they're a lot of fun to be around, but they're also sensitive and caring. And they're there to help build a respectful community and to facilitate interpersonal growth. And if you haven't really done laundry before, they'll even do a laundry 101 crash course in the first week.
What do you think? Are you ready for summer studies?
I'm ready. Is there anything else I should know?
Well, just remember that you're about to be a part of something really special. There have been about 40,000 summer studies students over the past 4 decades, and they've gone on to do amazing things. There's the engineer who's helping NASA land on Mars, the director of virtual reality at Sony, the New York Times best-selling author who also is a YouTube superstar. And then there's the National Book Award winner, and there are fellows at Google, professors at Harvard and Yale, and finally, there's you. We're excited to see what you come up with.
Thank you. I'm pretty excited too.